don't turn the light out, let it burn brighter. I can see so clearly now. For every fear that's fading, another heart is waiting. It takes a man to hold things down. Turn this music up in my ears. Let me turn this music up in my ears, Briz. In fact, I'm going to quickly change the battery. I'm just going to do a quick battery change. I got 1 bar battery. Please hold. Please hold. Battery on charge. Turn the microphone up. Mi amigos, mi amigas. Mi amigos, mi amigas. I thought my club wasn't serious. We've had a good 7 or 8 years with Pep, guys. Well, I can't lie, man. I thought this shit was coming to an end. No signings, Bray. Gundogan and a 20-year-old Brazilian. No Jude Bellingham. No Declan Rice. I was starting to lose faith in the power of the Tiki, Bray. But last night, when I was in the pub, Bray, the phone go boom! Let's go! Guys, welcome to the stream, man. Make sure you guys are smashing up the likes. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel as well if you're new. Last night, Twitter go boom. Because City are being linked with everyone now. Marmoush, Omar Marmoush, the greatest Egyptian footballer on the planet of Eintracht Frankfurt, Bray, has been linked heavily with a move to Manchester City in January. Uzbek, Abdulkadir Khusanov of RC Lens has been linked with a move to Manchester City, Bray. And Ederson of Atalanta has also been linked. It's big, man. It's big. Listen, people, smash these likes. Something not done so already. Well, we wanted links. Well, we want players. What we actually want is signings. We need the signings. We're thirsty for the signings. Yeah, we need the signings. But I seen yesterday in the streams, people was getting a little bit worried, a little bit nervous about the lack of links. So what's happened? We've got all the links, mate. Almost too many links. Almost too many links. And they are only rumours. They are only rumours. However, they've come from decent sources, guys. In fact, more than decent sources. Very good sources. And listen, if we can get some of these deals over the line this January, then this is going to massively help save our season. Let's have a look who we've got. First of all, Martin Blackburn. Very good source. Very, very good source when it comes to Manchester City news. Manchester City are eyeing a double raid for Eintracht Frankfurt's Omar Marmoush and Atalanta's Ederson. Both players are valued in the £50 million bracket, and Pep Guardiola feels that the Brazilian midfielder would add midfield steel. Okay, so let's speak about this, yeah? I'd be very surprised if we get these players. Guys, I can't lie, yeah? Like, obviously, I'm gassed. I'm so buzzing, like, that we're finally getting linked to these players. I'm really excited that we're finally getting these rumours because it means that we're actually looking at them. However, let's start off with Atalanta's Ederson. Atalanta Football Club. If you don't know, get to know. They're based in Italy, i.e. La Liga. Not La Liga, Serie A. Atalanta, yeah, have never, ever in their history of being a football club, yeah, and they were founded in 1907, Bray. 1907. In the history of their football club, they've never, ever won the Serie A. They've never won it. They've never won it. Yeah, so for me, I'm like, well, why on earth? Why on earth would a team that's never, ever won the Serie A ever in their history, yeah, why would they then in January, when they're top of the table, yeah, obviously Inter Milan do have a game in hand, why on earth would they sell him? Now, maybe there's a secret release clause that nobody knows about. And obviously, if there is a release clause, then they can't really do anything about it anyway, because it's a release clause. They don't have a say. But I've not seen much about a release clause, you know, and obviously there on the tweet, he doesn't say anything about a release clause. He just said both are valued in the £50 million bracket. So maybe there's a release clause that we don't know about that basically bypasses Atalanta's basically decision. They don't have a decision. Maybe they are broke. Maybe Atalanta have no money. And despite the fact that maybe they don't want to sell Ederson because they're going for the first title in their history, they have to sell him because they're so broke that they need the cash. Maybe that is a thing. I don't know. Or maybe option number 3, and this would be pretty sad if it's true, but at the same time, wouldn't surprise me one little bit. Maybe they're not serious. Maybe they're not a serious club and they don't actually care about winning shit. And all they want to do is sell players and then have the media and social media go, oh, aren't they brilliant run club? When they sell the best players. So I don't know, man. I just feel that, like, Bray, I just don't see it, man. I don't see it happening. I don't see that Atalanta one happening unless there's a release clause or they're not serious. You can't sell a crucial part of your team when you've never won a league title in your history and you're now top of the league. I'd just be amazed if they do that. I'm stunned. Now, that's part 1 of the equation. Part 2 of the equation, do we even want Ederson at City? Let me do a poll in the chat. Because I'll be real, yeah? Do you want Ederson from Atalanta? Atalanta. Yes, get him. Nah, he trash. Right? Now, I'm open-minded, yeah? I'm an open-minded B. However, all I'm going to say is the 2 games, 50 mil is the price. 50 mil is the price, yeah? All I'm going to say is when I done my 2 watch-alongs on him, the first game I watched him, he was absolutely horrendous. Real talk, he was shit. Really, 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 really bad. Poor on the ball. Didn't look like he was interested one little bit. Didn't move. And actually, he missed a shot from like 6 yards out on open net. He missed like an open net from 6 yards out. The second game, I have to say, much better. Got around the pitch, covered ground. Yeah, looked a lot better. It was like watching 2 different players. I've only watched him twice, like scouting properly. Yeah, so I can't sit here really and say he's trash or he's bad. All I'd say is based off what I've seen him, which is only 2 games, and can you really form a true opinion off of 2 games? Probably not. You probably need to watch him at least 5 times, I'd say. Probably more. It doesn't move me that much, but I'm open to I'm open to the idea that maybe the 2 times that I watched him, it was just a bad day. Yeah, maybe that was the case. Maybe I don't even know what I'm looking at. Sitting there doing scout alongs. Maybe I don't actually know what I'm meant to be looking for. Maybe that's also a thing. I'm just saying my opinion. Yeah. Now, having said all that, even though I'm not his biggest fan, he's evidently better than Nunes in the middle. He's evidently better than Gundogan in the middle. Hell, he might even be better than Kovacic in the middle. So if he's better than 3 of the players that we already have at the football club, it's probably worth making the signing. But is he going to be a player, Ederson, at Atalanta, that we bring in and is going to be in our starting 11 week in, week out for the next 4 or 5 years? In my views, I don't know if that's legit. You know what I mean? So we'll have to wait and see. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think, obviously, it's good that we're targeting him in the sense that, like, it's a serious player. He's obviously a good player, and it shows that we are a serious football club because we're trying to sign top talent. But is he good enough to be coming in as a starter? Listen, the situation might be this. City might not be able to get like a Bruno G in January, a Zubimendi in January. So they think, right, we'll go and get Ederson. He can be a short-term solution to the summer. We'll go and bring another big dog in the summer, and then Ederson can just be the rotating guy. I don't know. We obviously don't know what City are thinking. We don't know what TK, Khaldoon, Pep, and that. We don't know what they're saying in the meetings and that. But he's better than what we've got. Is he what I wanted? No, not really. But I'm always wrong about shit anyway, so I won't really read too much into that. But he's better than what we've got. So, listen, if we get him, I'm going to be fairly happy in the sense that he's better than what we've got. I'm not going to be as happy as I would have been if we got Zubimendi or Bruno G. But we're not getting Bruno G and we're not getting Zubimendi. And whether that's right in the sense that, are we trying? Have we tried and we've been rejected? Well, if we've been rejected, then what can you do? But yeah, listen, it is what it is on that one, Ederson. I think it's going to be an interesting signing. And there's no doubt in my mind, that he will improve our midfield. Yeah, I might not be like over the moon with the signing in the sense that I'd rather have Bruno G or Zubimendi or something like that because they're elite level players. But I'm also not an idiot to sit here and think, oh, well, actually, yeah, this guy's worse than Kovacic or worse than Gundogan or worse than Nuke. Because he's obviously not. He's obviously not. And who knows? If you put him in the City team, he might go up a level. My only concern was, I wish I never watched that first game now. And I wish I never watched that first game because the second game that I watched him in, he actually played decent, you know. He actually played all right. But that first game, honestly, man, it was a shocker. A shocker, man. I'm surprised I didn't see Lee Gunner stinker and hook style tweets coming out on Twitter, man. It was bad. It was very, very bad. And you can't say it wasn't, man, because some of you guys were watching it as well. And it wasn't pretty, man. It wasn't. So anyway, it is what it is. We'll have to do some more watch-alongs of Atalanta. Let's see when the next game is. I think they played last night, actually. Yeah, they played against Inter Milan last night. But obviously I was out in it, so I couldn't watch it. So did he even play? I don't even think he played. Is he injured or something? Is he injured? Why did he not play last night, chat? Ederson for Atalanta against Inter Milan. What's that about? Oh, it's a final, Super Cup final. Was he injured or something? Oh, he come off the bench. Why was he benched? That's weird. Anyway, that's the first one, right? That's one that some of us will want, some of us not want. 69% of the chat, 69% of the chat say get him, get Ederson from Atalanta, and 30% of you says, nah, he trash, you don't want him. Let's speak about the next player. Now, the next player, I think the chat might be more open to. Omar Marmoush. Yeah? Talk to me. Get him now. Nah, he mid-bray. Right, another poll going in the live chat. Have your vote in the chat. Omar Marmoush, guys. Right, I'll come to you super chats in a sec, by the way. Right, well, this player right now, Omar Marmoush, is probably one of the most informed players in Europe right now. No cap. Yeah, this guy's absolutely slamming it. Look at this G&A, guys. Yeah. No, that's not a G&A. That's a Dodge Ram. which why I'm getting ads for this in the UK, mate. It'll cost me about £1,000 to tax it a month. Right, here we go. Look at this G&A. Look at this G&A from Omar Marmoush. So far this season, guys, he's played 24 games. 18 goals in 24 games with 12 assists as well. Now, football's not all about the G and the A. I'm fully aware of that, guys, yeah? But our team right now is lacking the G and it's lacking the A, yeah? We don't have it from anywhere. Yeah, Savio not really getting us too many G and A this season. Obviously, got 2 in the last game, mint, but all over the season, not getting anything. Grealish hasn't scored in a year and has about 3 assists in a year, so we're not getting anything from him. Jeremy Doku's just a bit of a chaotic baller. He'll get 6 G&A in one game, but then he'll go 10, 15 games without getting one. Nunes, Bray, like, I don't know if Nunes is what is going on there. You know what I mean? Like, maybe he won't even stay at City in January. Who knows? Kevin De Bruyne's never fit. Foden, something going on, which no one knows about. And who knows when he'll be back to his best. And blah, 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 blah. Gundogan can't move. Kovacic doesn't get assists. He doesn't get G&A. We don't have G&A, Bray. Yeah? We don't have G&A. Gavadio and Nunes are our second highest G&A merchants. Like, what is going on there? So it's all good people saying, oh, yeah, but G&A is not important. It is important because the aim of the game is to put the ball in the back of the net, and we have one player that we can rely on, Haaland. And if we can't rely on him because he's out of form or whatever, bang, we're in the mud. We're in the mud. No one creates chances for him, and no one else scores regularly. If you compare this back in the day when we used to have Sterling, Mahrez, Sane, prime Gundo, prime KDB, we had goals everywhere. Even Cancelo chipped in with a few. Like, we had goals spread around the team. This is why the false 9 system was fine years ago. People try to tell me that City should play false 9 now and drop Haaland. Nah. Don't listen to these people, yeah? In fact, if you ever hear someone say City should drop Haaland and play false 9, yeah, bro, distance yourself from these people, bro, because they don't know what they're talking about. They don't know what they're talking. But it worked 5 years ago. It worked 5 years ago because we had goals everywhere in the team. It would not work now. If you played a false 9 system now, bro, it would not work. It wouldn't work because you're not going to score the goal. Who's scoring? Who's scoring? We had goal scorers everywhere in that false 9 team. Everywhere. Now we don't have the goal scorers. So who's scoring the goals? So we need players that can get goals. We need players that can create. And Omar Marmoush, evidently here, based off of the stats, can do that. Now, how long has he done this for? Is this just a flash in the pan? Well, it's a fair question, and it's a fair concern. If we go to his all-time league history, yeah, oh my God, I'm not buying a Dodge Ram, bro. Yeah, get off my screen, man. Right, check this out, yeah? So these are his, obviously, by the way, bearing in mind, he's only like 25, yeah? How old is he? 25 years old. He'll be 26 in February, right? So that's a great age. He's had 2 good years. He's had 2 good years, yeah? 2 good years. So is this the start of Omar Marmoush developing into a world-class player that's done it for 2 years, but he's going to carry on doing it for the next 4, 5, 6 years and become a world-class player? Or are we going to sign him and he's just going to be a player that's like, is a bit dead, and then what we're going to do is go, oh yeah, he just flukes it for a couple of years? Do you know what I mean? We don't know. But is it a risk worth taking? Damn right it's a risk worth taking. Damn right it is. Yeah, because at the end of the day, yeah, we need players, and we need attacking players as well as defenders. And Omar Marmoush right now is one of the hottest prospects in the game. He's not young. He's experienced. You know what I mean? He's played a lot of football matches. He's 26 in February. And for me, if you can get this guy in for like 50 mil, like apparently what they're saying. Again, I don't know whether that's feasible. Yeah, I don't know whether that's feasible. And what are Frankfurt saying? Someone else, I didn't really look into the Frankfurt shit, yeah, but apparently, aren't they trying to qualify for Champions League? They're 3rd in the Bundesliga, bro. This is going to be another issue. Frankfurt are on course to qualify for the Champions League. Why would they sell him? when they're on course to get the Champions League. And you can't say money on this one either. You can't say money, because the money that they'll get from getting the Champions League will probably be more money than they'll get from selling the player. So it's going to be super tricky, man. I think to get these players out of their clubs, Ederson and Omar Marmoush, I think you're going to have to get the players to do a lot of the work. You're going to have to get the player to do a lot of the work and try and force the move, unless they have a release clause. But I'm not seeing anything about release clause. If I Google it, Omar Marmoush release clause, yeah. Marmoush's contract with Eintracht Frankfurt does not include a release clause, yeah, according to Goal. And Ederson, Atalanta, there's nothing there again. Apparently United bid in the summer 50 million quid. It got rejected. So I don't think he's got a release clause. So I don't think there's release clauses. So I think the only way you get these players, if they do the work and force their way out of the club. But I'll be real with you, yeah. If I was Atalanta, or if I was Frankfurt, I wouldn't be selling these players. No way. So it's going to be tricky, man. But obviously City feel that they must be confident enough. They must be confident enough to get the player. Otherwise, you know, they would have moved on by now and gone and got some other players, or gone and got someone with a release clause where you can bypass the football club. So, listen, who knows, man? It's an interesting one as well. And then we've got Khusanov, but I'll come to that in a second. Guys, smash these likes up, man. Over 1K people in the building. Let's get these likes up. Make sure you guys are sub to the channel as well. I come to these super chats now, and then we'll go on to Khusanov, which I think will happen. I think this one will happen. All this over rumours, get ready to be hurt again, says Omar. Listen, I think we'll defo sign. I think we're going to get this Khusanov guy. Yeah, we'll speak about him in a second. The other two, I think it's going to be tricky, bro. I think it's going to be tricky to get them out of the club. But the club are obviously trying. So we'll have to see what happens, man. Bill Darcy says, the way Fab is moving, I think Khusanov gets done within the week. Marmoush would be insane too, says Darcy. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking that Khusanov is going to get done, man. I think Khusanov will get done, because apparently they're saying that you can get Khusanov for 20 million quid, right? 20 mil. Well, we need a defender anyway. So apparently this guy's decent. Apparently he's going to be mint in the future. Get him. Chill. Don't be loading him, though. Yeah, if we get him and load him, we're going to be fuming. We need him to stay. We need him to get him and just keep him, bro. So, yeah, I would agree with you on the Khusanov thing. I think that Khusanov guy gets done, unless we decide to go for, like, the Bar guy. I think we'll try to decide who we want, Khusanov or Bar. I reckon it's probably happening, unless we get both. But Marmoush will be insane, bro, based off, like, he's in form right now. Tiki, want to replace Ederson with Ederson? My sporting director says, my son. Built to Nelly as well says there needs to be no, bro. There doesn't need to be that, bro. There really doesn't need to be that. Honestly, I ain't doing that. No, why you want to do that? Let's chill, bro. Let's chill, Nelly. I know it's 2025, isn't it? New year, new Nelly, but that is not needed, bro. Built Kaiser as well says, have you watched Stack from Hoffenheim? No, not seen him. Good ball recovery skills, strong presence, might be a cheap option than spending big in the summer, says Kaiser. No, I ain't seen him, bro. Never heard of him. Never heard of him, bro. Went to Hoffenheim, though, when City beat him 2-1. David Silva last-minute goal. Yeah, great sesh. Great sesh. Sketchy gaff, but great sesh. Big up to Vasco as well. Says, what about Jamal Musiala? I don't think we get Musiala, bro. All the talks is that he's going to sign a new deal. Now, I'd rather have Wirtz, but if we can get Musiala or Wirtz, chilling. But I don't think you're going to get any of them. I don't think we're getting any of them. Why would any club sell ever, going on that logic? That's just not true, though, Omar, is it? You've took what I've said and gone, you've just blown it up, bro. Atalanta have never won Serie A in their history. They're top of the league, and you think they're going to sell one of their crucial players? I'd just be amazed if they do that. And if they do that, they're not serious football club. Yeah. Frankfurt again. Do you know what I mean, bro? This team is going for Champions League. Do they really want to sell a player like that? Like, I just don't think they should be selling them. But obviously, I want them. I'd take them at City 100%. But I just think it's weird. LB, if you remember a few years ago, they had the same issue with Jovic. They sold Jovic to Real Madrid for money. I'm not sure which window they sold Jovic in, though. Or you don't know if it's January or February. No. I remember. Yeah, I think it was the summer, bro. I think they sold him in the summer, lad, to be honest with you. But yeah, Jovic was, we were speaking about Jovic the other day, bro, on the stream. He was a baller, wasn't he? Yeah, his career's, bro, he's got like a 500k transfer mark value, bro. It's crazy. Jovic, man. He was slamming it. This is why you can't make the moves too early, man. Match tomorrow. We still ain't signed anyone. We're not serious. Glad we're linked with defenders and not overrated midfielders. Much love, lad. Well, I always said for me personally, and I think this is very, very generous. I give the club until Brentford, which is the 14th. Yeah, so they got 1 sleep, 2 sleep, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. They've got 11 more sleeps to get a player in. I've always said Brentford. Brentford is the 14th of January. If they don't have a player in by the 14th of January, I think that's really poor. Really, I really do. Yeah, I'm not trying to shit on the club yet. I think if you don't get a player in by 14th of January, yeah, when you've known you need a midfielder since September when Rodri got his ACL, I think that's quite poor. But I think they're going to get someone in. I believe in it. And if they don't do it, then fucking it's bang out of order, man. It is. But yeah, big up to you, bro. Yeah, I forgot we got a game tomorrow, innit? Yeah, fucking hell. Khusanov is a must. And the fastest centre-back in League One. Well, I'm going to come on to Khusanov in a minute, man, because a lot of people are hyping this guy up. There is a couple of people saying, not sure if he's quite ready for City at the moment, but he's got a lot of promising stats for the stat merchants out there. He looks very physical, so that's pretty good for the Premier League. So yeah, man, listen, it's promising signs. I've never seen the guy play. I've only seen him in the compilations. Looks good, but then everyone looks good in the compilations. So we have to be careful. But yeah, we might have to do some watch-alongs in it. Built to E-Ink says, any right-back links yet? Also, what about Baena as well? Nothing on Baena. Nothing on right-back. But I think that Khusanov guy, yeah, I think he can play right-back as well. Let me just quickly check if he's ever played there on transfer marks. Abdulkadir Khusanov. He'd be the first Uzbek player to play in the Premier League, I think. Or certainly for City. I don't know if we've ever had an Uzbek player in the Prem. No, he's only ever played centre-back. But he looks like he'd be comfortable on the right, because on the clips that I watch him on, he's always on the wing, defending the wings, bro. So, yeah, I don't know. Interesting one. But yeah, nothing on Baena yet, bro. They got Salmon as well, says, what's the news on Douglas Luiz loan deal? If we get him, then maybe... Well, okay, so basically, this Douglas Luiz one's weird. Yeah, I don't want to go too much into it, bro, because I want to speak about Khusanov, but apparently... I've not seen this yet, but apparently what the situation is, fucking hell, I lost my train of thought. What was I saying then? Oh yeah, apparently in Italy, yeah, they're saying that basically he is leaving, Luiz, but I ain't seen it. Okay, let's have a look what Dobbins is saying on Khusanov. Big up to Salmon. Yeah, I'd get him, bro. I'd get Douglas Luiz. Big up to Foggy as well, man, with the 5 gifted. Big up Foggy, man. I appreciate that. Foggy. W's in the chat for Foggy, guys. W's in the chat for Foggy. Right, Khusanov. Who is... What's his full name? Abdulkadir Khusanov, guys. Who is this guy? Yeah? Well, let's do a little check. Let's do a little check. Yeah? Here we go. This is Khusanov. No, that's not it. That's another fucking advert. Yeah? Jesus. That is him. That is Khusanov, guys. Now, he's from Uzbekistan. He is 20 years old. He'll be 21. He'll be 21 in the February. Centre back, 12 million euro transfer market estimated value. Yeah. Let's have a look. Right-footed. He's got Instagram. For those that care. Let's have a look at how many games he's played then. So he's at Lens. Yeah, he's at Lens. How many games he played for Lens? He played 31 games for Lens. He must have only literally just joined. He must have only just joined Lens. Yeah, he must have only just joined Lens. How much did he sign Lens for? 100 grand. Wow. They signed him 2 years ago. Well, not this summer gone, the summer before, for 100 grand. And they reckon City might be buying him for 20 mil. That is some investment, man. Yeah. That is some investment. That is some investment, bro. Like, fair play. He's played in 2 Conference League qualifiers. So obviously he's not got any experience in the Champions League. Yeah, he's got nothing there. But listen, he's a very promising player. He's a very promising player indeed. He looks like that kid off Corrie as well, man. Kevin Webster's son, innit? He watches Corrie in this chat. Yo, we got any Coronation Street watchers? You not think this guy looks like Kevin Webster's son on Corrie, man? What's he called, Bray? Can't remember his name, innit? But yeah, Kevin Webster's son. Yeah, he looks like him, man. But yeah, anyway, he's meant to be a very promising player. Nobbins is having his views. He's saying this. Khusanov is the definition of a project. Clearly not ready. Don't even know how I describe him to people who've not watched him. There's some Diaz in there, some of Otamendi too. Sometimes imperious, sometimes all over the place. Fun, but maddening. I wouldn't mind if we signed him, since this league is a write-off. Could use it to develop him, mould him into a more polished player. Gordon Ramsay would hate him. Think it's one of those where clubs are assuming he'll be the next big thing, worth the risk if cheap. So, listen, this is the situation, Briss. Like, is he the answer to all our prayers? Probably not. Probably not. But is he worth a gamble? Is it the Bitcoin of 2010, Brit? You know that guy is on the thumbnail going, buy $1 of Bitcoin in 2010, and nobody listened to him, bro. And if we would have listened to him, we'd all be millionaires, isn't it? You know what I mean? Khusanov is the Bitcoin of 2010, Brit. That's the truth. It's probably worth the risk. It's probably worth the risk. But it's not a deal which is going to solve all our problems now, is it? Let's be honest. Like, we're not signing here. We're not signing a ready-made player. Yeah? We're signing a 20-year-old who is described by multiple people as being raw. Even the Euro expert guy. What's he called? Euro expert. Camera focus. There we go. Alex. You guys know Alex? Alex. This guy. Euro expert. So this guy he does a lot of scouting. He knows what he's talking about. Right? When it comes to Khusanov, he says this. My own personal opinion, this is completely agent-led. Lens or Lons, however the fuck you say it, and listed George Mendes to find Khusanov a buyer. He is very raw, nowhere near the level of what City should be after right now. So, listen, this is one that, listen, a lot of people are hyping up right now. A lot of people saying this guy's the real deal. He's going to be the next John Terry. He's going to be the next Ruben Diaz. He's going to be this. He's going to be that. Who knows, Bray, what he's going to be. But I reckon City might do this. I reckon City might pull this one off. Pause. I reckon they might do it. Because it's cheap. We need a defender. He's got high stonks. And if Kyle Walker is staying until the summer, first I'd let him leave in January. But if he is staying until the summer, you can bring him in. You can pick and choose when you're going to play this guy. You don't have to play him every single game. And you can mould him into the team. And he adds, let's be honest, he adds a little bit of squad depth. Because Stones is always injured and so is Ake. So he gives an extra player. Now, what that means for Simpson Pusey, I don't know. I don't know. But I personally don't know if Simpson Pusey is at the level that we need anyway. I know he's been all right since we've seen him, but I'm not sure he's going to be the player that's going to develop into what we need. Maybe this guy could be. But yeah, that's another player, man. Another player that we got linked to last night. It was all going off, bro. Last night, it was just popping off. It was crazy. The transfer rumors last night, man. Do you know what I mean? I wasn't even here. I was out. So I couldn't even talk about it. Yeah, it's going to cost 20 million quid. Simon Bajovsky. So these are good sources, these. These are good sources. You know, you've got Martin Blackburn. Great source. You've got Bajovsky, decent source. These are good sources, man. Do you know what I mean? So there's got to be something in it. There's got to be something in it. Surely. Surely there's got to be something in it. Jack Gorn, he spoke about Marmoush. He spoke about Ederson, but says we don't know if the clubs are going to sell the players. Fabrizio Romano was speaking about it as well. We've heard this as well. Man City want to keep the nucleus. Man City want to keep the nucleus, guys. Yeah? The nucleus. of Pep Guardiola's team together for the time being, adding to the squad rather than trading in and out during the transfer window, even if players have underperformed. So I don't know how many players are going to leave, if anyone's going to leave in January. I still think there's a decent chance that Ederson might leave and Walker might leave in January. But let's be honest, no one else is going to leave. I don't think Kevin De Bruyne's going to leave. And there was part of me that thought a couple of weeks ago, wouldn't surprise me if he left, but I don't think he's going to leave now. But we definitely need to be bringing these players in. You know, I think Khusanov is one that we can get, especially if that's true, that Lons themselves wanted to sell him because they want to cash in. But the other guys, Marmoush and Ederson, I just think they're going to be so tricky to get through the window, man. They're going to be so tricky to get through because I think, are they going to sell? Unless we go in with 20 million over the asking price. So they're saying Ederson, they want 50 mil, 55 mil. Yeah. We'd probably have to drop 70 mil on him. We'd probably have to drop 70 mil. Are we going to drop 70 mil on Ederson? For me, I don't see it. I don't see why we'd spend 70 mil on Ederson when we said 100 mil for Bruno G was too expensive. Because Bruno G is twice the player that Ederson is. So why would you not spend an extra 30 mil on Bruno G? Said that was too expensive, but then you go spend 70 mil on Ederson. Now, maybe if you get Ederson for 50 mil, all right, fair enough. That makes a bit more sense. But I just don't see you being able to get him for that price. The Marmoush one is like, bro, how do you even value this guy? Seriously, how do you even value him? I mean, he's got contracted until 2027, so they're not in the strongest position in the world here. 2.5 years left on the contract. He's probably not going to sign another one. You know, he's 25. He'll be 26 in Feb. So he's at that point now where if a big club comes in for him and he wants to move, this is a great time for him to leave. But again, a Frankfurt just going to say, don't leave in January. We'll sell you in the summer, but you're not going in January because we need that Champions League football. Because for them, that's like a double win, innit? If they sell Marmoush in January and get 60 mil, great. That's big cash. But then if they miss out on the Champions League, you know, you're talking 50, 60 mil. Champions League, probably. Yeah. But if they can qualify for the Champions League this summer and then sell Marmoush in the summer, it's doubled. It's a W. It's a W. And Lindogram, if you're trying to tell me that Bruno G is not twice the player as Ederson, bro, nah. Bro, 3 times. 3 times a player. Bruno G is unreal. Yeah? Unreal. Come on, man. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? Seriously. Built that idea, bro. Says, LB, buy Marmoush 50, 60 mil, Khusanov 20 mil, then just do a loan deal for Douglas Luiz with a buy option if he does well. I think this is better. The thing is with this, Douglas Luiz thing is, for me, I just do not see why we wouldn't just get this one in as an insurance policy. Why wouldn't we just go and get him as an insurance policy? You know, because what about if we try and get Ederson? We spend 3 weeks negotiating in January for Ederson, and then Atalanta are just like, nah, it's not happening. Then what we're going to do? Panic buy again, like we did with Nunes. The reason I want Douglas Luiz isn't because I'm out here going, I love Douglas Luiz, I think he's amazing. I think he's a good player. But it's if he's available, you can get the deal done like that because he's available and you've got a player in then. And then if it goes wrong, yeah, if it goes wrong, nah, we're cooked. We're cooked, you know? We'll be cooked. You're making it out like Ederson is a bum, LB. I'm not. You're just an Ederson stan. So you don't want to hear anything negative about the guy. Bro, I've been very open and honest with you guys here. I watched him twice. In the first game, he was horrendous. In the second game, he was better. What more do you want me to say? There's nothing else I can say. I've only watched him twice. Do you know what I'm saying? I've heard Luiz wants to stay at Juve. Prove everyone wrong about him in Juventus. Yeah, fair enough. If he wants to stay, he wants to stay. I mean, there's a lot of conflicting reports about Luiz. People say that he's available for loan. People saying they can sell him. Now he's saying he can stay. It's weird, bro. It's weird, isn't it? What happens if Ederson balls out, man? What's it? Now buzzing. Buzzing, innit? You know what I mean? But buzzing, bro. What do you mean? What happens if Ederson balls out? That's a good thing. We want him to ball out. Whoever we sign, we want him to ball out. That's what we want, bro. We need an impact player. What do you think? Do you think Khusanov? Well, not really. I wouldn't say Khusanov is an impact player because he's 20 years old and people are saying he's raw as shit. But is he worth the gamble? Yeah. Does he solve our defensive issues out this season? No. But I don't know. Maybe they think get Khusanov in now, and then in the summer buy a new right back, and they might think that's enough because we've already said we don't need to sell Ake or Stones. We just need to bring someone in. So maybe they'll bring in Khusanov now, give him 6 months, see what Pep thinks about it, and then go from there. Go from there in the summer. If Khusanov turns out to be mint, you've saved yourself 50, 60 mil on going and getting an elite level centre back. You know what I mean? Maybe bring Callum Doyle back in there as well. And then if you want to sell Ake or Stones, by all means do it. But you know, I think we should do it, man. Marmoush has won the most fouls in Europe. That's great, isn't it? Because our set pieces are amazing. So that'll be really helpful for us. That's going to be class for us, bro. You know what I mean? That's going to be class. Winning the most fouls for Kevin De Bruyne just to do nothing with it. That'll be amazing. Smash these likes up as well, people, if you've not done so already. Looking very smart, LB. Up the likes chat. SSB with a 2. Can we just sign Dan Burn, says Pitblup. No. What are we doing here? Come on, man. What are we doing here, Pitblup? You know what I mean? You usually come in with the good comments. This is not one. We need a debate on Khusanov's impact, though. What's wrong with you guys this morning, man? Honestly, I don't know what's wrong with you guys? What's your problem, innit? You guys moving weird. That's 2 people already have sent that super chat in today. Probably strange, guys. What's saying, man? What are you doing here? What are you doing here? He scored 2 free kicks in one game. Yeah. Well, I suppose actually, that's a good point. If Marmoush wins the free kick, then he can take the free kick instead of De Bruyne. That's actually not the worst shout in the world. Yeah. So maybe we'll actually get someone. Can he take a corner as well? How is he at anyone seen him take corners? Do you reckon we could actually have someone who takes good corners for once instead of our shambolic ones? You know what I mean? It'd be nice to have a corner where the danger is more towards the opposition than our own goal, wouldn't it? Oh, my God. Mamouchi's Alvarez, who can play on the left, says fire born. He's got a couple of assists from corners. Got like 4. Yeah, bro. I'll take him then, innit? I'm game. LB, I saw City's training session. Did you see their corners, LB? No, I didn't see it. But I imagine it's probably horrendous. Well, let me just see if there's anything else on the transfers. Oh, yeah, we got some news here as well, chat. Sheikh Mansour has bought a new 16-room chateau and stud farm in Neuve-Olme, reported for 26 million euros. The estate has 240 hectares of land, which includes more than 200 hectares of pasture for horses and 12 hectares of parkland. It also comes with the other 2 luxury buildings, as well as 23 more residences to accommodate staff and guests. Where's my CDM, man? Where's my CDM, Bray? You out here buying stud farms, man? Yeah? Well, we've got 34-year-old Gundogan at 6. We are not a serious club anymore, guys. Yeah, we're not serious, man. Guys going buying castles, bro. Yeah? We need midfielders, Bray. 26 million euros as well, man. That can get you an up-and-coming French League 1 CDM. You could have got Baleba 2 years ago with this. This is one Baleba. Man. Although, if Sheikh Mansour wants to let me Airbnb it for a reasonable price, contact details are in the description of the live stream. So, yeah, man, it's a bit of a madness. I'm buzzing, actually, because we're getting the rumours, and I love the rumours, man. Gets me excited. It does. But it is important, guys, to remember that rumours mean nothing. Rumours are only rumours. You know what I mean? We might not sign anyone. This might all be gas. However, can I just say one thing? Right? City, yeah? You've been cooked. When Luis Diaz when Luis Diaz was linked to Manchester City in the summer, yeah? You remember this? Within 20 minutes, Manchester City briefed the journalists and said, this is dead. Yeah? Within 15, 20 minutes. It was dead. City briefed the media. Jack gone 2 weeks ago. City want Bruno G. City want Zubimendi. The very next day, the club briefed the press. This is cap. Please get it out there because everyone, all the City fans, including myself, were getting gassed. Bang, the thing was cooked. However, so far, these rumours, which have been circulating since last night, and Twitter was going on a madness last night because all the City fans were getting gassed, and now we're getting gassed here. So far, nothing, Bray. Now, I say that's a positive sign that City have not come out and cooked these rumours. Because if these were not true in the slightest, they'd be cooked, man. City, Sam Lee and that, yeah. Sam Lee would be coming out here tweeting saying, been told there is no truth in the current rumours circulating about these players. But he's not done that. And he did that with Luis Diaz in the summer. And he did it with Bruno G and Zubimendi. And so far, nothing, Bray. Nothing. So I think that's positive signs. Now, that doesn't mean we're going to get all three of them. Don't mean we'll get any of them. But it does tell me that City are probably working on them. City are probably trying to get these players through the door. You know? City are trying to do it. The problem is, trying to do something and actually executing it is two different things. And it's going to be tough. And I recognise it's going to be tough. I recognise that. It's not going to be easy, especially if you've not got a release clause for certain players, but they have to try. I've been saying this. For me, it's all about intent, guys. It's all about the intent. If they try, yeah, then and they can't do it, then it is what it is. You know what I mean? It's still poor, yeah, but they've got to try, and that's what they're doing. That's what they're doing. At the end of the day, yeah, there's no way. I said this yesterday. There is no way Tiki is going to leave City in this state. There's no way. There's no way, because then it'll just be, this will be him. This will be what he'll be remembered for. Oh, you left City in the shit. So he's going to try and get the players in, man. He's going to try and get the players in. Let me have a look at the poll, yeah? Let me have a look at the poll. Omar Marmoush. 87% of people in the chat say, get him now. 13% of people say, nah, he mid-Bray. 13% of you don't want Marmoush. I find that very interesting. Why don't you guys want Marmoush? Why does 13% of the viewers not want Marmoush? The guy's cooking on gas. Weird, man. Serious. Tiki, I swear, if you don't sign a player, says Rodri's goated. Anyone right now, Bray, purple patch. That's the gamble, isn't it? That's the gamble. The gamble is this just a 2-year... Guy's been cooking for 2 years and that's it? You know, is this a Dimitri Payet? Is this a Michu? Yeah. Is this a Wilfried Boney? Or is this a Bernardo Silva? Is this a Kevin De Bruyne? Is this a... I don't know. The guys who do it for a couple of years and then continue to do it. You know? So yeah, listen, I'm game for some of these signings. Obviously, I did sort of predict, yeah, that we ain't gonna get like the big names this January. And to be fair, if we get Ederson and Marmoush, I have to put them in the big name bracket. I do. You have to put them in the big name bracket. Listen, it's not a Bruno G, but they are big names. So if they can pull that off, that's big from City. That's really, really big. But I'm just hesitant. I just don't think it's going to be possible. And I think if they do it, then fair enough. Then fair enough. I just think it's going to be hard, man. Ederson's not a big name. It's a big name in the sense that he's crucial to Atalanta's team. He's big money. I think he's a big name. He's not a big name in the sense that like he's a Wirtz or Musiala, but he's crucial to Atalanta who are having a great season. He's going to be expensive. You know what I mean? He's good at set pieces, Marmoush, but we can train that out of him, says Ash. Funny. Big up, bro. Big up to Salman says, heard from one football that... Yeah, nah, bro, you know what, man? Zubimendi... I'm really getting a bit sussed out with this guy, yeah. Because... I'm just getting red flags. Yeah. I'm getting red flags, guys, with this guy. Honestly, man. I'm getting a really, really red flag vibes from this guy. Because he rejected Liverpool, which was stupid in the first place. Yeah. And then he's now moaning about City and that because we got Rodri. And what about when Rodri comes back? And I'm just like, red flags, bro. Red flags. And now apparently he wants to leave. But apparently Liverpool don't want him, but he wants to leave. Very confusing. Very, very confusing messages. I don't think he really knows what he wants to do himself. So, yeah, very strange, man. Very, very strange. He's too comfortable. I agree, man. I agree. He ain't got the minerals. This is facts, man. He ain't got the minerals, innit? Where are the minerals? Why is he not ringing Pep Guardiola? Real talk, yeah. Why is he not ringing Pep Guardiola and said, I've heard you got a DM problem. I've heard Rodri's got an ACL. And Pep's like, si, senor. Yeah? And Zubimendi's like, 1st of January, deposit the funds, I'm there. And then Pep goes, oh, you sure? I heard you didn't want to go to Liverpool. He said, nah, Liverpool mid-club. Yeah, or join City. And he's like, oh, okay. Rodri's he's going to be back in the summer, though. And Zubimendi said, don't care. Don't care. I'll prove to you, yeah, that I need to be in the starting 11. And you'll have to find a system that can fit me in it and drop Rodri or fit us both in it. Because I'm the guy for you, Pep. Get me at City. And then Pep's like, yo. He's ringing Tiki and says, Tiki, you never guess what fucking Zubimendi just said to me. And Tiki's like, fucking hell, right, well, I'll ready the funds. And then he comes in, he slams it, bang, he makes a name for himself. And we're all like, man, this is crazy. All of a sudden, you'll get a couple of people, because this always happens, yeah, because obviously every fan base has its weird fans. You'll start getting people saying, I think he's better than Rodri. You know what I mean? Because that will always happen, yeah. And then you're cooking on gas. But instead, it's, oh, I'm not sure. And I'm just like, bruh. You know what I mean? Like, what do you want in it? What do you actually want? If it's loyalty and you actually just want to stay at Sociedad, yeah, fairs. But just come out and say that. Just come out and say, I ain't in it for trophies, man. I ain't in it for trophies. I'm just want to stay at Sociedad for the rest of my life. And I'll be like, yo, respect that, actually. Matt Letizia vibes, innit? You know what I mean? Like, respect. But it's this constant mirage of words and actions and rumours that is strange. Bro, if you don't want to leave Sociedad because you love the mountains there and you respect all the people, cool. Just come out and say that. And say, people need to stop linking me with people, innit? Because I ain't leaving. I like it here. And I'll be leaving them alone. No worries. But instead, man, we're getting this weird 1 minute he's happy, next minute he's not. Next minute he likes the mountains. Next minute he does it. It's just like, bruh, seriously, man. You're kind of annoying. Serious. We are getting Matt Kimmich, Sauce, Martin. I mean, bro, I'd take Kimmich. I wanted Kimmich in the summer. Yeah, which all the mutants forget when they say, you wanted Gundogan. You wanted Gundogan. It's your fault that we're shit because I wanted Gundogan. No. You forget the fact for the full transfer window that I wanted Kimmich. Yeah. The problem with Kimmich is he's 30 years old, bro. I will be next month. He will be next month, and it's like it'll obviously improve us, but it's a very short-term deal, isn't it? But maybe we need that, but maybe we don't. You know, I don't know. You know? I'm saying. Big up Kaiser, by the way. He says Reinders, Kimmich, Porro, and a couple of forwards in the summer. I'm not sure on Porro, Kaiser. I'm not sure on him, man. One game, I'll watch him. I'll watch Porro for Spurs. I smashed these likes up as well, guys. 4 people away from 400 likes. Come on, man. Smash the likes up. This Porro guy, yeah? Bro, I watch him for Spurs. I'm like, this guy's unreal. Sign him. This is the perfect right back for Manchester City post Walker. The perfect right back. And then the next game I watch him, I like, bro, he's awful. He can't defend. He's terrible on the ball. He can't cross. I'm like, why is he so extremely good or bad? It's weird, bro. So, and it costs $1. Now, I don't care about the money, but if you're going to spend 70, 80, 90 mil, not 90 mil, you set 70 mil, yeah. If you're going to spend 70 mil on a fullback, they need to be like elite. And I don't know if he's consistent enough. Again, put him in a City team with Pep, with better players, maybe he would. I don't know. Maybe it's worth the gamble. I wouldn't be against it. If City announced a deal for Porro in the summer, I'd be like, all right, yeah, I'm interested to see what happens there. But at the same time, if it turns out that he's not very good, I wouldn't be sitting here shocked. I'd be like, yeah, I sort of understand that, you know. You know, this is why I think if you're going to go for Porro, why don't you just go for Frimpong at half the price? I know people will be like, but Frimpong can't defend, right? Well, okay. A lot of people dispute that, but he's half the price anyway. So why would you just not get him? You know? Dr. LB says, it's the training ground for Mbappe project. Bray says, LB. Yeah, man. Listen, here's the situation. Yeah. We got to sign players, guys. Because I'm going to be real with you right now, yeah? If we don't get Champions League football, this season, i.e. finish top 4, we could be cooked. We could be cooked. Now, we might get lucky because we've got that Club World Cup, but we could be cooked. The club might be like, can't spend money in it, PSR and that. So we need to get the top 4. This is why they've got to sign the players, Bray. They've got to sign the players this January. They've got to sign the players this January, man. Yeah? Because if they don't, they miss out on the Champions League. And the Champions League is where the cash is, and the clubs... Will City use it as an excuse? I don't know, but other clubs use it as an excuse. So we've got to get that top 4, man. And if we get a couple players in January, we'll be fine. I wonder if Sheikh Mansour's had a meal deal. That's a great question. Has Sheikh Mansour ever had a meal deal? I don't know. Probably. I mean, I guess they do meal deals. Anyone from Abu Dhabi in this chat? Do you have meal deals? I assume they probably have meal deals, but why wouldn't they have meal deals? Probably do meal deals, bro. But yeah, man, listen, we are cooking on gas. I believe that we are about to make some huge progress. I think that if we was nowhere near the signing of Ederson and nowhere near Omar Marmoush, like it was never happening, I think this would all be shut down by now. I think City would have shut it down. Yeah. Why would they not shut it down? Why wouldn't they have shut it down? Like, we need to get this. We need to get this deals done. Yeah. We really, really do. Let's have a look what Pep Guardiola said in the press conference. Does he give us any hints? Well, he spoke about Kevin De Bruyne, guys. Pep Guardiola on De Bruyne's contract situation. For the club, how he's going to perform until the end of the season, his age and other things, the club has to think about it. Does anyone here really think that he's staying? Does anyone here really think that he's staying, guys? Next year. I give it a sub 5% chance. I give it a sub 5% chance, guys. I just don't see it in the slightest. I think he's gone in the summer. Yeah. Asked if James McAtee's performance against Leicester made him believe that he could start in the Premier League. Yeah. He made me believe that maybe he should have had more minutes. Oh no. What a shock, man. At least he's realised after 3 months, at least he's realised that McAtee should have played more minutes. Ruben Diaz. He's getting better, but he's not ready for West Ham, guys. He's not ready. Rodri. Pep says he hopes he's going to play by the end of the season. The target is to recover well and be ready at the end of the season. Ruben Diaz, John Stones, Ederson, Matthias Nunes all remain out against West Ham United. Now, I got to say something, yeah, about Ederson, Bray. What's actually wrong with this guy, mate? Yeah? What's actually wrong with him? Is he actually injured? What's actually wrong with Ederson? How can a goalkeeper be out that long? Pain in his leg. Pain in his leg. Pain in his leg, bro. What are we doing here? Like, he's a goalkeeper, Brit. How is he getting injured? Do we actually think he's injured? I'm going to be real with you guys, yeah? I think he might leave. I think he might leave in January. Because in my opinion, I think Ortega's now the number one. Yeah, I think Ortega's now the number one. Yeah. And I think this guy is just not happy and he wants to go Saudi. I think he wanted to go Saudi in the summer. Obviously, we rejected it because they only bid like 25 million quid. And that was obviously not the right price. But I just don't think his heart's in it anymore. Is my honest opinion. I don't think his heart's. And I understand. I'm not trying to cook the guy. I understand, man. The guy's been offered what, 500k, tax-free, Saudi. I understand it, man. Listen, I got no hard feelings towards the guy. If he wants to leave and he wants to go in January, let him go, man. Do you know what I mean? I'm not going to be sitting here saying snakes. No, no, chilling. No problems, bro. I don't have any problems with these people going in these countries getting the cash. No problem at all, man. They're human beings, mate. They're human beings. Yeah. They're human beings. And at the end of the day, when you get offered that money, your head gets turned. And most of you guys in the chat would be exactly the same. If you was offered 5 times the money, tax-free, your heads would be turned as well. So, listen, fair play to him. I think he's not happy because he don't want to be here. He's not happy because he's basically been dropped for Ortega, which was the right decision. Again, we've spoke about this in the past. It's not necessarily because Ederson's been bad, because he's not. It's not. That's not the thing. The reason you've got to drop him is because our team is so bad. We need to focus. Yeah, we need to focus on the shot stopping side, and that's Ortega. That's Ortega. So, listen, I don't really like the way this is ending because it's a bit of a sour taste. Pause, yeah. But for me, this is just the right thing. This is just the right thing that we move him on. And I think it wouldn't surprise me if you just moved him on in January. Go and get a backup goalkeeper in January. Make Ortega your number one now until the end of next season as a trial. The problem that you've got is this. Is if you sell Ederson now, buy a backup goalkeeper, and then Ortega's crap now to the end of the season, you're then going to have to sell Ortega in the summer and then buy a new number one goalkeeper. And then you got to go into next season with 2 new goalkeepers, which, is not really ideal because you need that position needs to be stable, really. You look at Liverpool with Alisson over the years, stability. You look at City with Ederson, stability. Yeah, you look at some of the United goalkeepers. I know De Gea had his issues, but stable. You've got to have stable goalkeepers. Arsenal look like they've got a stable goalkeeper now in Raya. They're going to have him for years now. And you've got Real Madrid with Courtois. Barcelona, when even obviously now they've not won too many European competitions. They've got Ter Stegen, but before that, obviously they had Valdez in goal, Casillas, Buffon, these guys, Ederson had a save percentage of 68.61% in the Premier League. Joe Hart, during his loan spell at Torino, had 62.87 there. I've always said, Johnny, bro, in my opinion, I think people are way too... I actually think people on both sides are way extreme. I think you're all extremists, man. I really do. I think the Ederson haters, you're all well extreme when you say he's shit at shot stopping. He's not shit at stop. He's not as good as Courtois. Yeah, he's not as good as Ortega. He's not as good as Alisson. right? But he's not as bad as people make out, mate. Yeah, and on the other side, yeah, the Ederson, the Ortega stands who say that Ortega's distribution is not that far behind Ederson's. Absolute cap. Ortega's distribution is nowhere near Ederson's, but he's a visibly better shot stopper than Ederson. Yeah, but some people do the hype thing, man, and say, oh, Ortega's this, Ederson's that. It's like, nah, not really. Not really. Yeah, exactly, bro. Exactly. Like I keep it 100, bro. Like obviously, because I prefer Ederson over Ortega. I always have done, and I probably always will. But at this moment in time, it is right that Ortega plays because we need to stop conceding goals. And for that situation, you have to go with your better shot stopper for me. So I think this is the correct way to go. But that's going to piss off Ederson, and it just wouldn't surprise me if a Saudi club come in and said, "Right, listen, City, what's he got left on his contract, Ederson? Let me check. Ederson, is that the right Ederson? No, that's the wrong Ederson. How long has he got on his contract? 2026. He's got a season and a half. If a team comes in from Saudi, drops 30 mil, he's gone. 30 million, he's gone. He's got 18 months left on his contract, yeah? And that's going to be straight profit as well, by the way, for the PSR merchants, because he's been here since 2017. So he's got nothing he's got no book value now. So if you get 30 mil for him, that's 30 million euros straight up profit for, again, all the people that say we've not got no money and that PSR is an issue, which is absolutely not. Yeah, that's fake news. Yeah, and by the way, I've been telling everyone this. I've been telling everyone this for months. Oh, but we can't spend. We've got no money. Oh, but PSR. Oh, but signing 3 players plus Echeverri is unrealistic. I've been saying, no, it's not unrealistic. Yeah, it's fucking very realistic. And we're proving it now because now we're getting a link with these big dogs, man. Do you know what I mean? I've said all the time. I said we need 3 players plus Echeverri, and I think we can do it. Do you know what I mean? And now we're cooking because now we're starting to be, we're starting to get the links and that, So, listen, it's a start, isn't it? It's a start because people was melting down yesterday. I thought I was pretty calm, but I can't really remember because I went out last night. But yeah, I was pretty calm yesterday. I've seen some of you guys in the chat losing it a little bit because we've not got any links to any players. Some of you need to chill. Some of you guys need to calm down. Maybe I need to calm down as well, isn't it? But I don't know, man. It's a fun time. It's a fun time. I'm actually pure excited. I'm actually so excited, bro. I'm so excited for if this season wasn't a write-off, I'd be absolutely over the moon. I'm well excited, man. I'm well excited for the future. I'm excited for the new signings. I'm excited for these guys, these random Donnies who I've never heard of. I'm excited for the Viana. I'm excited to see how Pep develops a new system. Yeah. All this kind of stuff, man. I wasn't chill. I was not chill, no. Fair enough. All my leaking players, transfers, says True Blue Tie. Yeah. That's a madness. Hey, yo, big up to Paratosh, man. Hey, yo, W's in the chat, Bray. The Paratosh. Pandy coming in with the W's. 5 of them. 5 big dubs. Big up Paratosh, bro. Thank you very much, man. Always supporting me, man. I appreciate you, bro. And Foggy as well earlier on. Foggy coming with the 5. I actually started the 5. Then Foggy started with another 5. And then Paratosh is coming with another 5. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you very much. Appreciate the support. Appreciate the support as always, man. Yeah, hopefully good Paratosh, bro. But yeah, man, listen, I'm excited. I'm excited for this. I just want a win tomorrow. Because if we win tomorrow, yeah. If we win tomorrow, I predicted 3 straight wins, innit? So I predicted that we're going to win tomorrow, and I predicted we're going to beat Salford as well. So if we win tomorrow, we should be beating Salford. That's 3 straight W's. This is why, for me, personally, I think tomorrow is huge. Because if we don't win tomorrow, people are just going to look back at that Leicester game and go, told you, we was absolutely crap, but we fluked it. Which, to be fair, there is some legitimacy in that. We were bad. They could have scored many goals, and yeah, we was a little fortunate, right? So I get why some people are hesitant to get excited. Yeah, I understand that fully. 100% get why these people are like this. Yeah, but if we don't win tomorrow, people are just gonna be like, yeah, we're still muddied. It's going to be the same. It's going to be the same as the Forest game. We beat Forest 3-0. It's like, right, come on. Let's kick on. And then bang, drop points against Palace. Awful performance. So tomorrow we need to win. If we win tomorrow, yeah, if we win tomorrow, that's back-to-back wins. We've not done that since October. Yeah, so jot that down for one. Then we should be beating Salford. That should be, not being funny, we don't beat Salford then. Fold the club, man. You know what I mean? That should be 3. Then that's 3 wins in a row. Now, I get that it's Leicester. I get it's West Ham. I get it's Salford. Not the hardest games. But we've got to humble ourselves. We're City. We've won 2 games in 14. So we've got to start at the bottom. Baby steps, man. This is what I've been saying. Baby steps, humble. If we can win the next game, then win the next game. Hopefully by Brentford, we get more players in because we need more players in by Brentford. Because I don't think we're going to beat Brentford with the current squad. So we get a couple players in by Brentford. All of a sudden, I've said this for so many times, yeah. Like, we can get out of this mess just as quickly as we got into it. And people say, what mess? Well, I'll tell you the mess. The mess that at the moment, a lot of City fans are not even confident we're going to get top 4. Yeah, because what are we now? 6th. Yeah, we're 6th. And by the way, good teams ahead of us. Yeah, Newcastle, solid outfit. Chelsea, solid. Forest, solid. Won 5 out of 5. Best form in the Premier League. So we need to humble ourselves, man. I humbled myself 8 weeks ago after 3 games into the run when I knew he was in the mud. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And let's see what happens, man. Do you know what I mean? But I reckon we can turn this around quick time. We can. We can defo turn this around real quick. But we've got to win tomorrow, man. I forgot the game was tomorrow. I didn't even realise it was tomorrow. What time is it? We win tomorrow, man. I'm telling you, bro. I'm going to be feeling so much more positive, even if it's a stinky result. Because then that should be 3 wins in a row then. And then if we sign some players before Brentford, I'm telling you, the morale of the club, the morale of the players, the manager, the fan base, it'll just go up. It'll go up. And obviously, unfortunately, Brentford's a super tough game. Super tough game. That's not an ideal game for us. But at the end of the day, whilst we have to humble ourselves, we also have to remember that this is the Premier League. Yeah, we can't keep playing teams that are not great, you know. But tomorrow, man, 3 p.m. kickoff. Yeah. We've got to turn up, man. We've got to turn up. Yeah, Hugh's good, man. Hugh's good. I'll message him a little bit over Christmas and that. Yeah, he's sound. He's sound. I try and get him on the show every Monday, but his job doesn't always allow it, you know, with his schedule and that. So, yeah, I'll try and get him on. I'll try and get him on again soon. Yo, be up to you, bro. Be up to you, man. Smash these likes up as well, people, guys. Come on. Let's get to 500 likes, innit? Yo, big up to Cool, guys. Says, big up LB. I feel the club with all the late negotiating will end up with a Perone back from who knows, bro? Who knows? I like Perone. I don't know if he's good enough for City. Probably not. But yeah, listen, it's poor. If that happens, bro, it's poor, innit? Let's be real. It's poor because they've had since September. This is why you can't, like, there's no excuses, man. There's no excuses, bro, because at the end of the day, yeah, at the end of the day, they've known since September the 22nd, was it, that Rodri got injured? So they've had 3 months to target a midfielder and get one in. And this is what I'm saying. Like, I'm not sitting here saying they have to get a Bruno G, they have to get a Zubimendi, because I accept it's difficult to get players in January if they've not got release clauses. But you have to get someone. You have to get someone because it's not fair on the current players. It's not fair on the current players because they're struggling so bad and they know they're struggling. They're not idiots. Treat them like adults. Treat them like treble winners. Treat them like some of the greatest players that have been in the Premier League. Gundogan, Mint, Kovacic, very experienced, play for Real Madrid, Inter Milan, Chelsea, over 100 caps. They're not stupid. They know they need help. You know, and that's going to be poor if we don't get someone. Like I say, for me, I'm trusting them. You know, I recognise that they've not had a couple of good windows, but, you know, he's got my trust for one more window. If they don't do something this window, then I'm going to be really disappointed. Really, really disappointed. And I think for me, that at that point, I'm going to be like, right, Tiki, you've done too much damage. But I think for me personally, and it's just my own view, you can all have your own view, I think he's done enough over the last decade to give me this last chance to resolve it. 2 windows, poor. A lot of City fans don't like him. A lot of City fans want him gone. He's going anyway. And you understand that, right? High standards, yeah. I'm sort of like, I'm with you on the high standards, but I'm also, I try and give people a little bit of like, yo, you made a mistake, sort it out. You know what I mean? And he should have sorted it out in the summer, but this is his last chance to sort it out. You know what I'm saying? We won the... Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is for me. I'm just like, I don't want to just be like, yeah, he's fucking shit. You know what I mean? After a couple of bad windows, especially when we still won the league last year. But he's made a big mistake. He should have started the refresh definitely this summer. He should have got a Bruno G. He should have got a Kimmich. He should have got someone that can help out that midfield. He brought in Gundogan. And, you know, we've also got to accept that we've been struck a really bad deal of luck with the ACL injury to Rodri. Because if the ACL injury to Rodri would never have happened, maybe the Gundogan signing would be all right because he'd only be coming on for 15 minutes at the end of games. And we'd be like, oh, yeah, he's doing a sick job, man. He's doing a sick job. But because he's playing every week, which he was never brought in to do, is now just trash, unfortunately, because that's the truth, man. Gundogan's nowhere near the level that we need. And y'all know how much I love Gundogan, but he's not at the level that we need. And this is why you can't keep him for next year, by the way. You can't keep Gundogan next season. What are we doing, man? People said to me, like, but what about if you keep him for the last 10 minutes of games? Nah, bro. You've still got another 6 months of football. He's going to be 35 in October, and you want to keep him for next season? Nah, I'm sorry. Say to him, you can become a coach. You can go. We'll let you go on a free. We ain't trying to charge no money. We'll pay your contract off. It's not about the money, man. It's not about the... But you can't be a player for us next summer, for me, in my opinion. I just think he's way past it. Yeah, we've got to move it on. We've got to accept that it was a mistake and move him on. Make him a coach, man. 100%. I'd love him to be a coach. Get him as a coach, and then when Vinny Company comes to City in 2 years and manages the team, and all you guys in the chat start crying because you don't want Company to be our manager, but he will be our manager, so hold that. Gundogan assistant coach. That, for me, yeah, oh my God. Company here on the background, Gundogan here in the background, yeah. That's my dream, man, you know. Vinny Company captain, Gundogan vice captain. You know what I mean? And then people say, oh, but what about if they do bad? Then leave. I think I view football in a very different way to other people in the sense that, like, people say, like, well, what about if this happens? If that happens, it happens. Who cares? Some people said, yeah, but what about if you start McAtee against West Ham tomorrow and he's trash? Nothing. You just don't play him in the next game when you decide if you want to keep him again or you want to sell him in January. Who cares, man? But what about if Company comes back and he's not good as a manager? Then you fire him and get someone else. It's not going to change my opinion of Vincent Kompany as a player and as a legend. Won't change it in my head. If it'll change it in your head, then that's a you problem. That's a you problem. It's not a me problem. It's not a me problem. It's like United fans with Ollie. Yeah? There'll be United fans out there who, and let's be honest, man, he wasn't even that shit for United as a manager. Like, real talk. Like, it was actually one of the better managers they've had, really, in the last couple of years. But obviously, he was still a fraud. Like, if you can't separate what he did as a player and what he did as a manager, then that's your issue, man. Not my issue. So, yeah, get me Vinny Company, man. Nasri. Yeah, bring them all back, innit? Bring them all back. Get them Nasri, Yaya Toure, Gundogan, David Silva, Vinny Company, Joe Hart. Yeah. Oh, we'll get them all back. Get the boys back together, man. Get a band back together. You know? See what happens. Gundogan, Vinny Badger, a partnership in 2 years. Yeah, man. Cosmic, we will be there. Balotelli. Oh, did you guys see the picture of Balotelli with the fireworks? He tagged City in it. He tagged City in the fireworks. He must have bought some fireworks, man. Do you know what I mean? Where is it? Here it is. Look at this, guys. Mario Balotelli posted himself with fireworks ready for New Year's Eve and tagged Man City on Instagram. He's not a serious person, is it? He is not serious. He is not serious. He's funny, though. Such a funny guy, man. Such a funny guy. Yo, big up Johnny as well. Hope you had a good Christmas, bro. 1K in the chat, only 472 likes. Hit the like or we lose tomorrow, chat. Come on, guys. Get the likes up, man. 500 likes or we get beat tomorrow, guys. We need 6 people to smash the like button. 500 likes or we're getting beat. Big up Johnny, man. Hopefully you've had a good Christmas and that. Big up to MCFC as well. Is Martin coming on to drop any bombazos? Nah, I've been busy over the last 24 hours, bro, so I've not really messaged anyone. But I'm sure we'll get Martin on the show in the next few days. In the next few days, man. LB, if we win tomorrow, will you be much more confident than today about top 4? Not much more confident, but I will be more confident, but much more confident. I think for me, the Brentford game is a big test. It's a big test. We're playing West Ham tomorrow, right? Who obviously Lopetegui's still under pressure. They've got no Bowen. They've got no Antonio. They've not been great this year. They've just held 5 or 6 against Liverpool or whatever it was. Obviously, we're bad as well. But if we beat West Ham tomorrow, unless we cook them, I don't think it's going to tell me much. Could be wrong, but I don't think it's going to tell me much. That Brentford game, that's a tough football match. That's going to be a tough football match. We're going to have to battle. The midfield in that game is going to have to get stuck in. It's going to have to win duels. Now, that's a problem because our midfield don't win duels. They don't win duels. They don't even duel, man. Yeah? They don't do it. So that's going to be a serious issue. So if we come out of the Brentford game, say we beat West Ham tomorrow, yeah, and then we beat Brentford, I'll be like, we're having this top 4. But if we win tomorrow or lose tomorrow and then we get beat or draw against Brentford, I think I'm going to be in the same position. So, yeah. For me, get these next 2 wins boxed off. Let's get ourselves another 3 points. Let's get ourselves back-to-back wins for the first time since October. Yeah. Then let's beat Salford and get into the next round of the FA Cup, a trophy that we could actually win this year. You know what I mean? This is the worst year we've had for time. We can manage to win an FA Cup in the worst year. That's a dub, right? And then, let's just see. That'll be 3 wins on a row. Hopefully, we'll have signed a couple of players by the Brentford game and then see what happens, man. You know? So we'll see anyway. Yo, big up JSGC, man. 1 game at a time is the way forward, pal. Yeah. I'm with you as well, man. But at the same time, you can see how quickly things can change, you know? You're hopefully good, bro. Hope McAtee starts right wing. Do you think? Nah. Trent won't go. Nah, I don't see Trent going Real Madrid in January. No chance. I think that's a summer thing. Guys. Anyway, I'm gonna dip. I'm gonna go gym. And Nobbins is live, guys. Nobbins is live. 2 players Man City must sign this January. Must sign. Now, I don't know who the players are, so I'm going to redirect you now to Nobbins, yeah? You need to go and watch the video because he's going to tell you 2 players that City must sign. So smash a like on the stream. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel as well if you're new. Go over to Nobbins' channel and have a look who these 2 players are. Big up to you guys, and I'll catch you in the next one. See you later.